So welcome back to the channel everyone, and look at these conditions here. Some beautiful foggy atmospheric conditions. This is the typical life of a photographer with young children. My wife had to work, no babysitter, so let's just go together. So the little guy has his own camera. So we're gonna have some fun here today. It looks like there is a clear sky, so that might produce some really nice light through this fog. So that's what I'm hoping for, and that's why I took all the effort to go out today, which actually is pretty difficult when you're bringing your children. You know, I know lots of areas that are suitable for kids, but most of them have sand roads that I can't drive around with the stroller here. So I deliberately chose this area because I know these roads are a little bit hardened and much easier to drive with this car. So I can actually recommend this to everyone, to bring your stroller. You know, look on my back here. My backpack just fitted exactly underneath that, so it saves me a lot of carrying around, which is actually a good thing because I'm having some back pain over the past few weeks. So I can use a day without any luggage on my back. So yeah, if you have problems with that, just take your stroller and go out into nature. So until now I haven't found a satisfying shot yet. You know, it's all, yeah, there's not much color here. You know, it's brown and a bit of green, and it's foggy, hazy. Yeah, it's just really difficult to find a proper composition that's interesting. And the sun is up for about 30 minutes now, but I haven't seen it yet. There's a large cloud on the horizon, but the minute it gets over it, we might get some nice light through this fog. That's what I'm hoping for. So I just found this composition here where I use this peninsula here with this corner. It just looked nice, but there's nothing in the background that's interesting. You know, there are a couple of trees on the other side, which I was hoping for, that this peninsula would point towards, that would make it interesting, but without any light, it is just a difficult shot. So yeah, this is the shot, so not worth it, I think, but yeah, I'm just gonna wait for that sun, and hopefully the fog will stay around until that moment. So I found a pretty decent shot. You know, it just symbolizes the atmosphere right here. And if I look now, the sun is about to come through these clouds back there, and yeah, hopefully it will take maybe 5 minutes. Then we will have some cracker light. But the composition that I found here is actually in the back here. You have these two green peninsulas pointing towards each other, and there is a large group of geese standing in the lake there, and I'm making it a closed composition. So I'm using a bit of these grasses, yeah, faded out in the foreground, then this midground with these peninsulas, and those geese in front of this, yeah, large forest in the back. And it's all a bit hazy, so I'm just hoping for a bit of light to light up these geese. But if I zoom out, the shot just gets a little bit too messy. You know, I don't really like that. So I'm trying to focus on, yeah, this closed shot without any sky in it, and hopefully a bit of light in a couple of minutes will do the trick. And yeah, if it doesn't, then still I think this is going to be a pretty nice shot. So I actually found a pretty decent shot over here, and there is one small yellow birch tree in the field here, and it's pretty far away from its background. And, oh yay. So sorry about that. The little guy was walking around there. He just fell on the ground, so I had to clean his hands for a second. But that's the life of a photographer with kids, you know. You can't predict anything. But what I was telling you, I found this little yellow birch tree here in the middle of the field, and it looks really nice, and the sunlight is hitting this little tree with a very dark background. I'm just making an isolated shot just about this tree, and there is a little trunk that's cut off in front, and I just positioned them on the left and right on the screen just equally, and I think it just looks really nice. So let me try to show you what this frame is. So I'll just put it up here so you can see it. So you can see this trunk with the yellow birch tree, really dark image, and it looks really good. It does need some editing to light up this tree a little bit more, but I think there is potential in this shot. So yeah, taking the shot, low aperture because I don't want the background to be sharp. So it's about f4 at this point, ISO 200, and that gives me a shutter speed of 1/250th of a second. So perfect. Taking the shot, 10-second timer. This is it. So it's actually quite difficult this morning to find some decent images because the sun is still, I don't know what it is. It's not clouds, but it's just a haze, and the sun is coming through it. So we don't have this beautiful magical light that I was hoping for. So yeah, there is light, there is a bit of atmosphere, and I think I have one or two shots that are pretty okay. I did like that little tree there, but I haven't found anything interesting more. So yeah, that's actually what I'm hoping for here. So yeah, difficult morning. So the little guy is also taking pictures now. So it's really funny actually. But yeah, let's continue and see if we can find some more, maybe some more autumn colored trees. That would be nice, just to find something. So I found another okay shot over here. You can see it in the back here. There's this tree, and it's backlit. You know, the sun is behind this dark tree line in the back. So this tree is lit up from behind, but the other part, that forest behind it, isn't lit up. So it's really dark, and it just looks pretty okay. There's a fence leading your eye towards the tree, some lit up parts in the foreground. So I think it's a rather nice image. So yeah, I'm quickly gonna take this before this light is disappearing again. And he's testing me. So yeah, we're just I'm just gonna shoot this image now. I think it's a really nice, moody, atmospheric shot, yeah, of a backlit tree. So I found an interesting shot, and I don't know if this is gonna work because it's probably gonna need a little bit of dehazing. But in the back there, through this dark forest, is coming one light beam onto one particular tree. And I just really fancy that, and it looks really moody, really dark. And I'm not certain what to do with this particular shot, you know. And yeah, I just took a portrait one, a horizontal one in landscape mode, but I don't know if it's too little, you know, if it's too minimalistic, too abstract. but I just like it. It's just something that caught my attention. So that's the kind of thing that I'm actually looking for, or hoping for, these kind of moody atmospheric shots. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do some editing on this one. It needs a little dehazing, but if it works out the way I have it in my mind, it would be a really nice shot. So if it worked, this is the shot. So a little surprise down here. There is a buzzard sitting on a tree there, and it's beautiful because the background is really far away. So I just got out the biggest lens that I own, shot this bird, and it just looks phenomenal. And it's still around here because it flew down, so I think it has caught something, but it's now a little bit more to the right side. So we are going to walk into that direction. Maybe we can see it again. But yeah, really amazing. I was actually surprised that this buzzard was sitting there, because there are some forest people, I don't know how you call them, they maintain this forest. They are just doing some works down there. There are a lot of sheep walking around it, and we are walking here, a lot of other people are walking here, but still this buzzard was just staying there really calmly. So I think I got a really nice image of it, and hopefully I can see it again on the other side there. So if this is sharp and okay, this is the shot. So I hope you liked today's little family trip through this nature reserve here, and I think it was worth going out here with my kid. First of all, I have a lot of pictures of him which you are not going to see, unfortunately, but yeah, I just really enjoyed it. Some dad and son time here, really nice. So yeah, happy with the shots. Some of them I'm not 100% sure about, but I just looked at that last shot of this buzzard and it looks pin sharp, so really happy with that. But the shot that I'm most curious about is this light ray on this tree, this really moody, abstract image. Yeah, I'm just hoping that that's what I have in mind. So you already know I don't, so let's see if that worked out. So if you like this video, then don't forget, please push that thumbs up button and leave a comment underneath this video. I always like to engage with the people watching these videos. And if you didn't subscribe already, there is a subscribe button underneath this video. If you push it and you push the little notification bell, you will get a message when I release my next video. So I hope to see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.